Okay, so in this video, we're going to cover workflows. Workflows are a great tool to keep track of all your different processes for yourself or anyone else helping you manage the loan file. It's essentially a smart checklist that you can use to keep track of what items have already been done or still need to be done. And it's a great way to have your processes down all in one place. And you can also use these workflow steps to trigger off automations, which is really helpful. And we'll get into setting up those automations in a separate automation training. Okay. So, first, here we have your workflow or the parent workflow. And under each workflow are the workflow steps. And you'll see here these edit icons next to the parent workflow. And you'll see edit icons underneath or next to the workflow steps themselves. And notice how this workflow actually has the following loan programs applicable. So if we open this, if we click on this icon here to edit the parent workflow, so if you want to edit the actual workflow itself, you can link them to specific loan programs initially. And then you can also set the permissions. Should you display this in the borrower's portal, or do you want to allow the branch to use this workflow, or allow the broker or the loan officer to see or use this workflow as well? Okay, so that's the parent workflow. And each workflow has steps. So we're going to open up a workflow step here called Review the Rehab Budget. And it's a step under the processing and underwriting workflow. So you can rename this step. You can change the order of it. You can put in a description here that'll show up in the pipeline quick view. I'll show you what that looks like right here. So if we open up this little green folder here, it'll open up the quick view items, and you'll see the workflow steps right here. And next to each step, you'll see this little blue information icon. That's where your description will appear. So you'll be able to take a look in there. It really dummy proofs the system for all users to see what your expectations are out of this particular step. Okay. And then down here are the different parameters. So based on the parameter matching, let's say this one is for fix and flips. We only want it to show up for fix and flips, or when it's a transaction type of purchase, it'll show up here. And down here, we've got it showing as show only if rehab construction, we'd say yes. So this particular step is only going to show up for anybody saying that this loan program. So this workflow step is only going to show up for anybody that is choosing a fix and flip and with a transaction type of purchase. So those are some scenarios that you can mix and match. And obviously all these different types of parameters, the property type, property state, you can think about all of the workflow steps that might be conditional to one of these items or several of these items all at the same time. Okay. So let me close that. And something else out here, if you wanted to change the order of these items, you could just drag and drop them right here. Just drag it over here and select Save Display Order, and that'll save your new order. You can delete it with this icon here, and you can delete the whole parent workflow as well. Okay, so hopefully this video helps explain all the cool things you can do with your workflows and the workflow steps, editing the rules and the parameters. All right, hope that helps.